Yes, I'm by names of Comas. Yeah, I'm a Mnyoro by tribe. Then I was born with 4 brothers. I grew up with a single parent, whereby our dad died when I was still young, at the age of 9 years. Then after the death of my dad, I was brought up by aunt who is called Chakwa Margaret. But now I'm staying with her. Then she's the one who supported me in terms of education. But now I'm staying in Hoima Oil City, in the village called Kasasa. Then in the parish of Kivingo. It is just 2 kilometers to reach where I'm staying. Then before I joined Gudie, I got the information in the church. There is one time I attended the service, then we had that information from the from the catechist. He talked about that information of training the youth in agriculture. Then from there we received a guest, whereby she was Honorable Madam Sylvia Panau is the district agent. Then she came and briefed about that program, that it was about training the youth starting from the age of 14 years to 36. Then we sat as a group. Then she had to group us in terms of category, whereby he told us there are 6 nodes, whereby we have feeders, producers, feed marketeers, transporters, and vendors. Where then from there we since we are very many, because they were taking few members to attend that training, then we sat as a group. Then we had to line up. Then they selected my name as the first person to go for training. Then by chance I got the votes. Then I was selected to be incubated as a feeder in the first cohort. From there I got a chance. It is a great chance, because from there my life started changing. Then from there, being chosen to be trained as a feeder, we prepared to go for training, whereby I was told that we are going to spend there 4 weeks. Then we got, because we were fundraising ourselves for transport, we are told that we shall get our own transport. Then everything will be provided by the farm, like accommodation, feeding. Then from there, and in Iraq, we went in the time of COVID. That was 2020. We went for training. I went in Mbarara, Isinjiro, Feeds campus. When we reached at the campus, we are well welcomed by the feeds manager, that is Moses, welcomed us. And since we are in the times of COVID, we are tested and everyone was good. Then we saw the environment was favorable. We started our training, and our tutor was Mr. Revi. Mr. Revi taught us very well in the feeds, whereby we learned how to make hydroponic feeds, we learned how to make silage, we learned how to make hay, we learned how to make maggots and earthworm. This is where we grow earthworms from the soil. Then after it matures, then we feed them to our animals. All of those which are informed or mentioned are low-cost feeds. Then we got another chance to be trained in market gardening, where Mr. Peter, who was our tutor, taught us how to make market gardening. Like me, I was taught how to do urban farming, whereby we can pack soil in the polythene bags, then you grow there vegetables, whereby you can be having a small garden. You can grow vegetable even on the veranda or under the shade. And also we can grow vegetable in a large scale, like in the main garden. We are taught how to make the market gardening ridges. And another thing what we learned most, like me, what is helping me was can culture. Though we are not in production, but we got a chance to be taught can culture, whereby Mr. Peter also taught us can culture. He taught me how to construct rabbit cages, and per now I do construct cages in home, and I'm known as a person who is constructing cages, and this have benefited a lot in the rabbit cages. Then another thing, we learned how business management, whereby you can start your own business and manage it, like in terms of making profits. After making profits, you are not supposed to use the all of the profits, and the business remains from there, and you find yourself the business, it collapses. And we also learned how to do with like leadership skills. Like me, I got a chance to be as the chairperson of innovation during the training at the fields campus. I was the chairperson. Then since they taught me leadership management, then I used that skills to manage my student. And after the training, I came back, I formed my group. Now I'm the chairperson of the PERA, that is Rukoge PERA. After the training, what I was supposed to do first, as the youth, we first see what is there, then other youths can join you. What I did was to start in can culture. I started the project of can culture, whereby I constructed my own rabbit cage, since I attained that skill, whereby I started with 20 rabbits. In less than 4 months, I had 200 rabbits. Then those things, those enterprises in can culture started attracting the youth. They said, so there is money in business like farming. They started coming. I continue with my rabbit cage. Unfortunately, after like 1 year, my rabbits got some problems because my rabbit cage were not fenced. So I received that challenge of like the dogs, they entered in my rabbit cages, they ate all my rabbits, around 20 were eaten. Then that business started disturbing me. Then I said, at that time we got a chance of having exhibition, whereby we had exhibition, and one of my tutor, Mr. Peter, told me, if you have that rabbits and piggery, why can't you sell some and start another business? Either you can buy a land and do farming. I said, that is a good idea. So I came back, I sold some pigs and rabbits. Then I bought half an acre, it is in Kiduma. I planted there cassava and matoke. Then the remaining balance, I looked for support from the parent. They said, yeah, since we have seen what you learned and you have put in practice, we can also support you. Why can't you do poultry? I said, yeah, I can do it. Because at the feeds, we are taught to do low-cost feeds. I said, yeah, I can make my own feeds. Then what I did, they supported me in terms of finance. They constructed for me the poultry house. And also me, I added the money which I sold from the rabbits. Then I invested in poultry. Then we constructed the poultry house. Then I got the money for buying the chicks. I brought the chicks that were 200 chicks and the first batch that were layers. I started the project. Then after around 7 months, I started selling the eggs and the off layers. I got the money. Then after getting that money, then it helped me, and also my parents were supporting me in terms of feeds. The biggest message I have is just appreciating. My message goes to Dr. Gudie Basaza, whereby we got a chance to be trained. For sure it was a great chance. Like me, I wouldn't do all what I've told you if it wasn't Madam Gudie. Indeed, Madam Gudie, you have done a great job to transform the youth. And in my community, the youth who followed my advice, their life is trying to improve. And that goes to the great mark to Madam Gudie and all the supporters of Gudie Leather Farm. God bless Madam Gudie in whatever you are doing, and continue supporting the youth. And we love you so much. Since we got that information, we are going to have Western Region Spotlight. It was a great chance to me and to entire of Bunyoro or Western, because that spotlight, I got a chance to attend the spotlight of Karamoja. That spotlight was very nice, because that spotlight can expose you. Like if as we have got that chance, we are going to expose what you do, what we are doing, and also to attract more investors so that they can come in our community and support us. And we shall be selling our tradition, like we do handcraft. Like in my pera, we have some members who are doing handcrafts. We shall be to expose all items we are doing, and many people will be seeing those items, and I know they are going to inspire and they will buy them. Then another thing, we are going to expose the great opportunities in Western. Like me in Hoima, we have oil. We can try to explain to them that Hoima we have natural oil. That is also exposing, and we shall attract more investors to come in our community. Then another thing we shall do, we shall get networking, as earlier I told you.